1996. That's the year she left.
Hey guys, it's too much for me. And so the human rights investigated you. So have you tried to say, human rights, here are tweets of people attacking me? Can you do that exercise and see if they will follow
I
through?
don't think even Chidima went to go file anything or a complaint with the human rights. So why must I now, go through that? If Chidima was just afforded that by human rights without her filing, why must Kwena now file? Like, do you understand? Yeah. If the law is for all of us and the human rights are for all of us, not just for foreigners in South Africa, because it seems like, foreigners have more rights in South Africa than us as South Africans, and us as South Africans, we are silent. We are made to be silenced by so-called human rights of other people. But those people, even if they infringe our human rights, I mean, it's so even unfortunate. I think when I start to talk about, the infringement of human rights, those women that died in Polokwane, around Polokwane, that were killed by illegal Zimbabwean.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. That's an infringement on its own because of the person was not even supposed to be in the country. That's a state security issue on its own. The fact that the guy was luring those women with advertising fake jobs, you understand? It just shows a lot of things. And even when I started with that case, because particularly the mainstream media was not showing that case, the reason why I lost my first Twitter account actually, when I was hitting up that case, I remember people said I was lying. They're like, no, this one is a liar. What. Hey, xenophobe. What. Until even the case was now moved to Polokwane High Court because we started in Seshego and EFF they Bobutani was like going to go what's working on Rambi but so all those things. So that's what I'm saying, this thing, it's so I've never seen South African human rights stand up and issue maybe a message of support or maybe take that case as a case, for human rights infringement for the dead, because of some people and some of the other victims are still inside the government smoke and rotting away because they can't find the parts Jabon. Because that case on its own, it started even getting attached to the other case of the body parts that are used in different shops and whatever. So that's why I'm saying, I don't think I must be the one that is going to file and say, human rights, look at me. Because Chidima didn't say, human rights, look at me. Why is it that I must do the filing and then Chidima can't do a filing? Like, you understand? So human rights, honestly, I've always had a problem with them. And not because of I'm against the rule of law. I'm against of how they want to represent victims. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm saying even the 23-year-old, why can't human rights do something? The girl that has lost her life has been denied identity for the past 23 years in order for Chidima to benefit. Why can't they pursue that? Why can't they do something to show that indeed everyone's rights in South Africa count? Because I've never seen human rights fight for ordinary South Africans. It doesn't happen.
Okay, so King said so. Hlongwane, so you are one of those who were supporting DJ's Boo, and you yourself, you said people were xenophobes. So Hlongwane is a Pan-Africanist podcaster like me. Mm-hmm. So he was one of those who were saying, hey, you are all wrong. But then after this, he came back to say, guys, I'm sorry, I was wrong. It proved that people were right. So, and then he started defending, because people were saying, let's boycott DJ's Boom. And I just want to know, you interacted with Mima Donsel. which other celebrity did you interact with during that storm? And then afterwards, how were things? Because I mean, now no one can claim that you were not right. I just want to know those who you were interacting with, those who were against you.
I interacted with DJ Sbu.
Okay.
And yeah, I used the typical Betty term.
Yes.
So,
Askadiras Buddha.
no, give me the general shobor. I get a there's a certain behavior like is expected.
Yeah.
Like because you know papelari lo jobolela ka rosoela maswing like I khona ga lentwe o bolela.
Mara, you do realize you are wrong for calling him that.
No, I called him because I was like,
you were wrong.
No, I can ask Chilelung guys and DJ's Boo Kemo page. Like, was in there.
DJ's Boo Kwankos.
I said, just find some before.
Okay.
So,
no, realize you were wrong on Spoon.
You get a relationship.
Hey.
I'm guessing throw a bag.
Mara, you were wrong on the man. If
no, I'm not wrong because even after now.
So you don't want to apologize to him?
No, there's no apology. I don't think we'll ever even reconcile because he blocked me. I blocked him back. And Pel Tuse also, you know, the lucky part is that Pel didn't block me because.
Okay.
But she apologized, but her apology for me, it did not stick to how she was saying. Okay. Like, you know, Anjoji, when you are
the
fighting,
energy she was using was diluted when she apologized.
Yes.
And you don't feel it was genuine?
It's not.
Okay.
You understand? And this is not the first time, like, Pearl has gaslighted us over these issues of immigration.
Yes.
So, like, that's another thing.
Please
so
link
people like what DJs who, you know, even Bob Bonang, Matebe, and, you know, Botuli, Madonze. There's just a whole lot. It's just that I don't make a list, but I do know patriots would actually give you a whole lot of lists.
I know they do. And then I spotted something, Kat Tyler. So how was Tyler involved?
Tyler also is. She comes and says, no, Chidima was bullied. I don't like this. The jealous needs to stop. Like jealous, the law. Like where do these things fit in? Like, you understand? And then next now she comes back and says, hey, can South Africans vote for me? We are not going to vote for Tyler. Like, well, guys, no. We are tired of these people. Like, you know, celebrities in South Africa, let me tell you, even DJ Sbu himself, when Mofire was struggling, it was us South Africans that was keeping his brand alive. It was even people like myself. My old account, like I always say, like my old account unfortunately has been suspended.
Yes.
We were supporting DJ Sbu. We are not saying like speak, maybe speak like Kwena because of I'm very raw when I talk about these kind of issues. But at least withdraw yourself, especially when you have not gathered every information. Let things unfold. You don't have to say anything at all the time. And Tyler said those things even after the Minister of Home Affairs has already said that we are investigating. Like, you understand? Yes. So you can't, we have these celebrities, we have politicians. I mean, even in Nigeria, their celebrities are way better. They fight for issues that are affecting Nigerians. Manobamo Nigeria was marching against hunger. Government yabafa masakadi into. Life continued. Even the other celebrity, I can't remember her name, but I saw a video of her going to some state, buying everyone in the village a bag of rice. You understand? Politicians now were twerking to be part of her campaign day of giving the community. They are doing something positive inside their communities. Why is it that in South Africa we don't have such celebrities? So that is the reason why it's very hard for me to apologize to people like even DJ Sbu. Because DJ Sbu will apologize. Will apologize. Hey, Chidima. A winner, Orea, they robbed her. She should have been Miss South Africa. So